Hey, I have a question. You ever thought about what's holding you back from saving, reaching your financial goal, or even taking baby steps to reach that desired income? Even if you try to put down or to achieve a goal of maybe $20 a week, $10 a week, but sometimes something is stopping you and it's within. So here I am going into this topic, which I sat back and thought about the other day. The psychological effects of not saving and reaching financial abundance. This is very significant for a lot of people. So there's basically about 10 disruptions, I say psychological disruptions that may affect you on your way to reaching financial independence. We're talking about if you set goals. It don't have to be grand goals, but just small goals. Then you set up your ability to win. Sometimes our goals are so grand that it's so difficult to reach that it hurts. And then we fail, we drop the ball and go back to basics. Sometimes that's raising your floor higher than your ceiling. But the name of the game is, in order for you to achieve, you got to understand if there is something that is within that is actually stopping you from succeeding. So one of the things we're going to talk about is 10 steps. One is increased stress and anxiety towards financial security. Sometimes you talk about it, you sit back and you watch, of course, the television or in a movie and you see how people are living and you're like, why not me? Why not you? And it's a great possibility if you decide to put the pedal to the metal. It can be you, but you have to not be anxious about it. It has to be calculated. It cannot be something that you're just going to jump out and do. And that's going to produce more stress and anxiety because you're all gung-ho, but you don't have the initials to achieve the desired goal. And as I mentioned before, sometimes it's too grand. So you have to now bring it down a scale or two and start collecting your wins. And that would also decrease your stress level. But if you just jump out there, I'm going to do this, you're going to get all stressed out and things are not going to go the way you want it to go. Then another basic thing is your bills. You want to do this, you want to achieve this, then here comes the bill. Soon as you hear the mailbox cling, oh God, here comes another bill. You'll go to the mailbox, there's another bill. But that's a part of who we are and a part of life. So if you just take that and look at it, something else, and thank you, God, that I could pay that bill. That will help you to lessen the burden because it is a way of life. No matter where you are financially, it's just there. And then managing your debt. Even if you're in debt, pay down little by little. And that helps relieve the stress. The stress is in your life. And also the thing is, it's going to come to an end. You're going to pay that bill off. That helps you to move to the next level of, oh, I did this. Let's just hit another one. But don't not pay anything. You have to pay something in order to show that you're credit worthy. Number 2, feeling of shame and guilt. This is something I did at one time struggle with. You're in debt, but not even in debt. But I had a problem with, I was just meeting my quota and then I felt, man, what's the point? And I really felt ashamed. I didn't really look at it as, hey, you're still doing it even though you're not making the millions. But the thing is, you have the ability, and which is a win, to go and meet that mortgage payment. It might not leave you with much, but the thing is, you did it. You're not in foreclosure. You're not going into bankruptcy, and it is a win. So that is shame and guilt versus courage. Yes, and be successful at it. So we're talking about social expectations. Don't worry about what people have to say. Just keep on doing what you're doing. If you worried about that, it would also decrease your self-esteem about how you feel about yourself. But you're really knocking it out the park. And there's another aspect, number 3, fear of the future. Sometimes people don't want to grow up, but it's a part of life. How am I going to take my family to the next generation? If you are married, this is something you and your partner have to buy into. And that will help. See, what you're doing is you're strengthening the bond between each other. You don't worry about the future per se, but you just start building on something that you believe in. And then the future will take care of itself. Because if you start to show more responsibility and credit worthy, then things will start coming in your favor. You also have to prepare for financial emergencies. That is something about the future. You can't just be all willy-nilly and go today. No, you have to plan and you have to build on what if something tragic happened, because storms could come, boom, blow everything away, and you're left with nothing. Your car could get flooded and your mode of transportation, your only mode, might be down and out, and that's it. But you have to have a backup. Number 4, it's the sense of feeling hopelessness. Sometimes you sit there day in, day out, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But the bottom line is you have to have hope. An individual may feel trapped, but don't look at it as trapped. It's just like a maze. You're just going to find another route. One way might be blocked. You, instead of going right, you might go left. These are the sense of building your mental health to not be hopeless. You have to have that goal, that desire to achieve something, and that will help you to pursue your dreams and improve the situation. But it's a mindset thing. That's what the bottom line is coming down to. And number 5 is an impact on relationship. You're in your relationship with your partner, your husband, have to be on board. And the thing is, it does build stress, because if one person is what they call a spendthrift, he'll chase these shiny things, the next thing that come along, she gone the other way, and here you are trying to build something. But the thing is, you might have to trip that person and say, hey, this is a dose of reality. This is what we need to do in order to achieve this goal. We could get all the shiny buttons and everything, bells and whistle that goes along with it. But the thing is, we have to follow this, certain regimen to keep us on focus with where we're going and what we do. Again, everybody have to be on board, even the children, if they're old enough to understand, hey, we're going to cut corners a little bit. We're going to reduce our budget. That's where budget comes in. But budgeting is just a form of awareness. And the thing is, if that person is spending heavily, it's going to take you off your goal, and it's going to be fight. And that's where a lot of divorce comes in, because one person would either hoard the money and choke the family from doing what they need to do, the basic needs, and the other one will just go all out and just splurge on everything. But it's not the time, because you're not at that financial stability yet to do something like that. If you like what you hear, I would like you to like and to share this video, and also to make a comment on the video. And also, I like you to put your input in the comment section. And what are you struggling with? Because this is very significant, and a lot of us don't understand. We just go in day out without even realizing what's bothering us and why we can't do certain things. And it's the ability to recognize. And that's why I decided, hey, as a psychologist, you know what, let me throw this in, because this is very important, because I ran into someone similar to this and then it made me want to just take a look a little deeper on how many people are being affected by this. Back to the video. Number 6, reducing the quality of life. The ability to save and to achieve financial abundance can limit your access to various opportunities and experience and resources that contribute to the life that you want to live. Really your dream life. And the thing is, it's good to dream and the future takes form. But you got to believe, and then you got to take action. If not, just wishful fulfillment. Just wishes, and then there's no action. Number 7, which is avoidant behavior. In order for you to do what you need to do, sometimes you'll just say, I'll do it later. You'll put it off. It's another form of procrastination. It's actually fear from within. Sometimes it's a fear that you can succeed and you might do well, but you're afraid of the possibilities that it could happen. You might not be able to stay where you are. The ability to get off your comfort zone and to go beyond what you see. Sometimes it frightens people. And that could also prevent you from coping with these financial stresses. And then I don't want to deal with the bills, and you take the bills and you chuck them aside. And then guess what? They're going to mount. They're not going to go away. Boop! There goes your light. Wait a minute. I can't cook. There goes the gas bill. And they will shut it off in a minute, because you don't want to look at these things and they're going to just sit there. No, just wish them well. Hey, do what you can do until you improve your standard of living. And the thing is, you cannot neglect financial situations. That's what you're doing. You're neglecting. So sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone and work with other people to help you to achieve that. Sometimes a hug, a pat on the back, someone just saying, hey, you're moving in the right direction, will help you during this phase, I say, of achievement. Number 8, lowered motivation to plan. A lot of us were never taught, but you now have the goal, the dream, and desire. How are you going to set it in a plan? How are you going to set it to motion? You have to sit there and plan. And you have to check out your resources, see what's out there. That may include maybe going to get another job, a part-time job, maybe starting your business online, starting something from home. But the thing is, sometimes it don't take $1,000, $1 million to do anything. It's just a yes. I'm gonna do it. And there's sometimes you have things in your home that you can do. You have that creative side that just sitting on the shelf. Oh, I made that. Oh, maybe I need to pull that back off the shelf and see what we can do with that. And there's money. So that's why I went over with one of my videos, 10 online business to do, which you can do from the comfort of your home, and then you could branch into something else. But the thing is, it's not going to change until you change that lane. You can't keep going down that same street, because you're going to pass that same pothole and nothing is going to change. So that's why we're red flagging these things right now. And you're going to choose a better future. Number 9, compulsive spending. Boy, if you got a gambling habit, that will shoot you down in a minute, because everything you're hoping and you're including and designing will go to pot. Because if you just see, oh, a new pair of shoes. Oh, ladies, we know about shoes. And a drop of a hat, shoes in a pocketbook. But especially now, you see those Chinese places now, manufacturers just blowing the whistle. Don't get caught up in it, because you're not there yet. Once you achieve that certain status and then you go and spend it. And if it makes you feel good and you have the money and everything is good, why not? But the thing is, you have to be able to spend your profits, not your earnings, your profits that you make from what you decide to do. So we're talking about compulsive spending, and also if you're a gambler, you know what happened, and the lottery. You sit down and you ever think about how much money you're spending weekly, monthly, and yearly? You could take that money and invest in something, even in a financial course. This is where I'm leading to. You redirect that money The thing is, you gathering eggs, and you're not going to put all your eggs in one basket. You're going to, what they call, now here we're going into banking, you're going to diversify what you got. And something I mentioned in another video years ago, they had something called a susu, where people just they give up a certain hand, maybe 20 people in the pool, and then they give their money up. And the thing is, it will help you to achieve that goal. Say you want to go on a vacation. That could open up a world of possibilities. You're going out to see what's out there, what's happening in the world than where you are. And that gives you a new take on life. And the last one is cognitive distortions. Now that is emotional, and it's also come down to fear. You feel like what I'm doing is not going to amount to anything. It is pointless. And then it's a cycle of instability and, as I said, fear. And this is what this video is about, is overcoming the fear of what is out there. And another thing is, do I deserve it? How do you deserve it? But you got to believe it. If you believe it, then other people around you will buy into it. If you just start with these little wins, just say, hey, I did this, I paid off that Macy's bill. Oh, I passed that store and I didn't go in. I have 12 pairs of shoes. I have how many sneakers? I don't need to know. No, you don't. If you have a dollar and a dream, forget the lottery. Take that dollar and put it in your pocket and put it towards your dream. Because a lot of these things are not designed for you to win. It's designed to keep you right where you are. And then you're going to be beating up on yourself. Why? But it's not a matter of why. It's, I'm going to start. Yes, I can. So I hope this video was helpful. And once again, if you like what you hear, and if you have any comments you want to share about it, talk about what's going on in your life, and I am here. And I'm going to leave a link below with how you could reach me and if you want to talk about it. And again, thank you for being here and to understanding. And we'll take it and we'll make it together. Thank you.